Sometimes I get in a place, whether it's with work or relationships, where it's ambiguous. I don't know what the outcome's going to be, and I immediately go to the negative. It's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. And it's easier to go to the negative than the positive.
Well, that's not illogical, because as you've been practicing that, it's a more dominant vibration within you. And so we don't disagree. It is easier to stay where you are than to reach for a new vibration. But it is helpful when you understand you don't have to reach that far. If you try to reach really far, you can't make the jump, and that's another reason that you stop trying. But when you get sensitive the way you feel enough that you can feel a little improvement, so it's sort of like reach a little, stabilize, reach a little more, stabilize, reach a little more, and stabilize. Before you know it, you'll be saying to us, it doesn't feel good when I find a negative thought.
It doesn't feel good, but if it's a specific incident, let's say it's work, I'm waiting for something to happen, or it's a relationship, is this going to work out or is it not? It's more immediate.
Well, you see, what you're doing is, what you're actually saying is, I want the situation to resolve itself so that I can have a better feeling response to it. So what you're saying is it going to work out? Because if you'll tell me it's going to work out, then I'll start feeling better in advance because I know it's going to work out.
Yeah.
But if it's not going to work out, there's no point in wasting my positive emotion over it. and what we're, in other words...
Well, I'm just trying to get rid of, it's trying to get rid of how I feel, because it's so painful to just sit with the unknown, not knowing the ambiguity of what's going to happen. It's almost like that pain is too much.
Well,
sometimes.
try to be brave. In other words, try to sit there in that place that right now you can't change.
Right.
And try to feel better anyway.
How do you try to feel better? Just tell yourself to feel better?
Well, by trying. Give us an example, and we'll show you how to try. We haven't done much of that here today. It'll be good for everyone.
Okay, what if you're having problems in a relationship, and you guys are taking space and trying to figure out what's going to happen, and you don't know what's going to happen?
And if you could make it happen the way you want it to happen, what would you...
It works out.
All right, so what I want is for it to work out.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think it's going to, because I've had experience before. I'm afraid it's not going to work out. And what this person said to me seemed pretty clear, and so it doesn't feel like it's going to work out, but I want it to work out, but it doesn't feel like it's going to work out. So now, talk with the singular intent of soothing yourself right now. In other words, what you have to do, you have to separate the now and what seems to be happening in terms of action from an emotional journey. We want you to take an emotional journey whether this person comes with you or not.
So you want to feel better with that person or without them?
That person. And what happens is, in the majority of cases, when you feel better, that person comes, because it was your not feeling good that was keeping it from working out to begin with. But it takes a little bit of effort, and that's where you came in. You said it's easier to worry about this than it is to expect something positive. And so we say, well, don't dream too far, because it might be sometimes, especially with relationships, you want it because of all the things that it can be, but you fear it for all of the things that it can be. In other words, it could sort of go either way. Yet this could be my best friend, or this could be my worst enemy. This would be someone that I can hardly wait to come home to, or this could be someone that in a few years I can hardly stand that I have to come home to. In other words, it could go either way. What are the possibilities? I want to look into a crystal ball and have someone assure me that it's going to be good. And we say, it will be whatever you make it, but you've got to go to the beach in your mind first, so to speak.
Well, it's easy to say this is where I want to be. It's how do you get there? Like literally, what do you do?
Literally what you do is you talk yourself into a place of feeling better. It's an emotional journey. Because, you see, what we're hearing from you, and this is very common, Abraham, give me a reason to hope and I'll feel hope. Tell me that you've looked into our future and you see us together, and if you'll just tell me that, then I'll be willing to hope. In other words, show me some sign of a changed circumstance, and when I get a glimpse of a changed circumstance, then I'll feel better. And we say it doesn't work that way. You have to feel better first, and then the circumstance will change. And then you say it's hard, and we say, we know, but you can do it. And you say, but I don't think I can. And we say, but we know you can. And you say, but I've never been able to do it before. And we say, well, you got to try a little bit. And you say, well, I don't know know if it'll work out, and we say, we'll give it a go, and you say, well, I don't know how to do it, and we say, well, just try, and then before long, we just wear you down, and you try. It's like a really good game that would work well for you here is play the wouldn't it be nice if game. Wouldn't it be nice if? Wouldn't it be nice if I could fast forward into a place where I know that this is the perfect relationship and she knows it. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if I could release this feeling of worry and look at this relationship with a feeling of wonder and excitement? Wouldn't it be nice if I could stop asking the other to be perfect in every way, and the other could stop asking me to be perfect in every way, and we could just love each other as we are, as we grow together into something that is wonderful for each of us? Wouldn't it be nice if right now I could feel the exhilaration that I felt that day that I saw who that person really is, and I thought, this really is it. Wouldn't it be nice if I could recapture that and that person could recapture that? Now, in essence, what we're doing here is sort of pretending circumstances that feel better. But in pretending the circumstances that feel better and the achieving of something that feels better, you've shifted vibration, and now the universe can't tell the difference between whether it's really improved or you just feel like it's improved. And the universe will yield you the results of how you feel every time. Every single time. And now, trying to decide if it is more to your advantage for us to tell you that it's going to work out. Well, you just wanted the crystal ball so much we could not deny you. So, you can go through whatever negative gyrations you want and torture yourself if you want to, but there's no reason for it.
Thanks.